Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we are going to go through this mansion here behind me and do some simple repairs on the chimney and on the fireplace on the pool house. Come along with me as I show you guys at home how to do it. Get this siding going. Let's get it. Hopefully you're not afraid of heights. Right out the gate, I have to get my chimney prepped and ready for the plywood or the siding. And so what I have to do is I have to cut this little piece of plywood that they ripped off, the demo guys did, and clean it up, get a nice cleaner edge, and allow that to be more clean and easier to fill in. And so what I'm gonna do is just cut straight across with it. I got my edge cut now. Now I can give a full measurement. I think we're more than 8 feet, but let me check. Yeah, we're more than 8 feet, so 8 feet is not even gonna reach all the way up. All right, I'm ready, bro. Pass me the sheet. That concrete guy has been driving around for the first 30 minutes to 40 minutes of the day. He pulled into our job site thinking it was the correct job site. Yeah, they gave him the wrong address. Sorry, bro. They gave you the wrong address. They got you chasing a wild goose. In an ideal scenario, we would love to put zip wall right here. The homeowner and the GC don't necessarily care about it being zip wall. They don't really care about the waterproofing purposes of it because our siding pieces are gonna go from side to side. So there's not gonna be any joints for water to get in. And so once it's put on with the trim and the siding, they're not gonna care one bit. It's not gonna affect anything to do with the chimney because it's gonna have the siding done, it's gonna be caulked and painted, and it's also a pool house, so nothing is detrimental to it. So we're just gonna go with standard OSB, put our siding over it, do our trim, and call it a day. And then after that, put our top cap on. Okay, I'm taking these little elbow brackets and putting them up top. I'm gonna allow myself to add a extra plank up there to get closer to the chimney.
What do I cut it to, bro?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna add these little kickouts to the scaffolding, and that will allow me to get higher up, and I'll be able to put a walk plank right here in front, and that will help me be higher. Probably be a little bit more sketchier, but you know, live life on the edge. Literally, no pun intended. Okay, let's add our walk plank to that. Up here, probably 22 feet off the ground. Okay, how much do I trust that? Probably like 60%. All right, bro.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Speak to me, speak to me.
I don't know what the recommendation is on how high you can go on these on one.
OSHA approved.
This is definitely OSHA approved. Yeah. If I go down, bro, make sure to catch me, okay? You got me? Put my life in your hands, bro. All right, 22.
I got the measurement.
By 30 and a quarter.
Yeah. 22?
Yeah, 22 by 30 and a quarter. I'm gonna mark out for my top plate up here. The demo guys removed it, so I'm gonna mark back 3.5 inches for my one that goes across the front. I'm gonna go right here. 23 inches, bro. Two of them. Yeah, two of them. And then one more. That's 30 1/4. I'll write it down. A lot of times I don't even look back at what I wrote. Just writing it helps you remember it. So it's a cool little tip. If you struggle with memory, write it down. They say scientifically writing stuff down helps you remember. So I use that tool a little bit. I don't know if that's a sign that I'm getting old or have bad memory. Who knows? Los bloques primero, bro. Pásala por aquí. Eso mero. Eso mero. Otro más. Don't try that at home, kids. Le pasó el frame. All right. Put it where I like it. Just like so. Nice. Okay, we're good to go. Probably should have made that plywood go a little bit higher, but it'll be okay. Our cap, our chimney cap will cover it. I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this trim. So this trim is actually what came off the chimney when the stone guys showed up. So we're gonna go ahead and reuse it. It's on site. The GC told us to put it back on. So that is what we're going to do. We're gonna put it back on. We're gonna replace the siding in the middle because that all came off and broke. So this is fixable and able to go back on. I take my chisel, run down the side of the 1x4, scrape all of the old caulking off. It happens.
We'll edit it out.
I'm gonna leave that in now. I'm gonna show the world that David can't throw. In this case right now, we are playing a game of how did the previous person take the trim off. So we're trying to figure out how it goes. These pieces are already pre-cut from the previous person that put them in years ago. And so the people that took them off means that they used to be in the right location. So I'm trying to figure out that right location, and I want to make sure that I cover majority of this stone edge, and then this side is sticking out a little too much down that side. So I'm going to scoot it this way, and that should fix our problem. Okay.
Whatever measurement you got on top, give it to it.
Yeah, that's better, bro. This thing's a little hefty. Okay, let's keep on going up. So we're reusing the cap on top of the chimney. Whew, thing's heavy. Doesn't help that you're 24 feet off the ground on some of the most windiest days in Texas. All right, I'm gonna change my gauge, be a little bit less intrusive. Perfect. Now I can hammer in with my hammer. Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna get down and start my siding from the bottom up. That's what we always do, and that is the right way to go about it. So here we go, first piece on the bottom. And with the stone, all of our trim is probably not perfectly straight because we're trying to get the best reveal on the stone around the edges. So I'm gonna have to measure every piece individually. We'll probably measure one time for 2 pieces, and then every 2 pieces recheck the measurement. So right here, yeah, 28. Well, actually, 28 works pretty good for quite a bit. Hey, 28 can get you pretty high, bro.
28?
Yeah, that can get you like probably 6 pieces, 6 or 8 pieces. I got my first piece of siding on the bottom, got my starter piece, and now I could use my gecko gauges, but David already hooked me up with a pencil line, so I'm just gonna follow that pencil line. All right, sweet. Slowly making my way up the side of this chimney, little by little, or a lot by a lot. However you look at it. Put a nail in the middle, and then I'll check for my level. Spot on. Not bad. Not bad. The next two do 27 and 7/8. Here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Our trim is following the texture of the stone, so it's a little wavy on the sides. So we're gonna measure in between the trim every 2 pieces to make sure that we're doing the right measurement, because it could grow, it could get smaller, or so forth, because we're following the texture of the stone to the best of our ability. This trim can't flex that much, but it can flex pretty good to where you get a nice, good seal, a nice consistent line down the side of the stone. So that's what we're going for, and that's what we're doing as we speak. We're doing 2 pieces at a time. The next 2 pieces do 27 and 3/4. That's a good example of how the measurement changed. From the bottom, it was 28. Right here in the middle-ish, it was 27 and 7/8. And then up here, we're getting 27 and 3/4. And that's okay. It's not necessarily needs to be perfectly dead on. Really and truly, it's only because we're following the stone, and no one's gonna notice that little inconsistency of the siding. It's not like the homeowner or another person's gonna come in afterwards and measure each piece and complain that they're not spot on in the exact measurement. So we're making our way up. It's 27 and 3/4, and maybe at the top it might be a little less, so we'll see. Woo! Call me Tom Brady, I can catch.
Yep.
I'm gonna call you Tyreek Hill because you can throw. Beautiful, bro. Keep them coming. We got 2 more pieces of siding to install, and our siding will be done on this little chimney. We're gonna hop down and go into the inside of the pool house, and we're gonna reframe the chimney opening on the inside as well. So we're finishing up right now. Gonna take all of our tools down and go to the inside of it, or really inside outside of the pool house. I'm coming back and I'm nailing the bottom corner of the siding because, as you can see, it moves quite a bit. So I'm taking my finish gun, 16 gauge nails, nailing all the corners. Helps the siding stay nice and intact, just like so. And now there's no play in any of the siding, and it is ready for paint. Let's hop down below, finish our framing for the new fireplace inside the pool house, and we will keep showing you guys how that goes on. The new fireplace that they ordered is not going to fit in this opening, so we have to raise the header and we have to widen it. So we figured out using the specs online that we need a 54-inch tall opening and a 59.5-inch wide opening. So I have to raise my header all the way to this mark right here. And I'm going to first try and get all this out of the way and then mark all my studs, cut them, and get this thing pulled out, this header pulled out, and raise it as high as possible. Okay, we got our chalk line up. Now we can square all of our marks using the speed square. Then I can take my Sawzall, cut all these. Probably do it with the normal saw, honestly, get a cleaner cut. Here we go. Watch our cables. We're gonna cut some new cripples for the header. We're placing them right here. I need 2 of them at 65.25, bro.
What is it?
65.25. All right, let's lift it up and then I'll nail it in and then we'll add our cripples. We found the center right here in the middle, And then from there, we measured out each way 29 3/4, which gives us our total measurement of 59 1/2. I don't know why I wrote that backwards like that, but 59 1/2 wide. And then from there, our height is already established with our header. We raised that up already. And now we can add our 2 cripples down the side, one here, one over there. He already has them cut. We just got to clean out the bottom plate. It has a lot of old mortar thin set down here, so we can clean that out so we can nail it, and then I can nail it. I'll let you borrow mine, bro.
Thanks for letting me have my dice.
Hey, anytime you need your dice, bro, you just let me know. I'll give them back to you. Nice. First piece is ready to go on the top. I'm gonna nail it up there. Hopefully David cut it right. We'll see. We'll know in about 30 seconds. 100%. You pulled it off, bro. First try. Here we go. Nice. There we go. There it is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. The framing for the fireplace is all done. We got our height and our width and our depth all done to the right dimensions per specs. And then we also have the fireplace out here around the chimney and the siding done on that as well. That's a wrap for this video. Thanks for coming alongside us as we repair this fireplace and the chimney here behind me. Until the next one, keep on building.